Because these two are checked, we're able to see an accurate view. Just click this one to see the framing, and this one will hide anything out of frame. I'm going to turn this off. And you're ready to render all this. This is what you have to do. Make sure you had File, Set Project, and you're pointing into a project folder because you're going to render a sequence of images. Go to Render Settings. Fill out this form. What will be the prefix of this animation? I'm calling it bounce. Something simple. Your image format. If you want alpha with Arnold, PNG isn't the right format. You would use TIFFs or Targas. So TIFF files would be a good format if you want to alpha out the background. If you don't care about that, then PNGs are a good format to go with. Frame padding, since a sequence of images are about to be rendered, what will be the file name? Bounce 001, bounce plus how many zeros will be the frame padding. And that will be a sequence of files 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many zeros to be prepended to the frame numbering. Go to this option, Frame Animation Extension. Select anything but this one. This just renders a single frame. This is a good frame format. Bounce underscore 001.png. Bounce underscore 002.png. That one's good. Start at what frame? End at what frame? Start at frame 0. End at frame 150. 5-second animation. Scroll a little further down. Which cameras do you want to render? Oh, well, definitely camera 3. We already set the presets. And then click on Close. Begin rendering this. Go to the rendering dropdown right here. Go under Render. If you're using Arnold, do a render sequence. And open up this properties box. Current camera to render, just checking. Camera 3 is correct. You can use an alternative folder instead of the default images folder, which I'm going to do. So we have rendering in that folder. Make a new folder. I'm going to call it Bounce. Select within that folder and click on Select. So all the files will be in that Bounce folder. And then click on Render Sequence and then wait. Go under Hardware Rendering 2.0. This will render out image. It's not going to look as pretty as Arnold. However, it's only going to take seconds, not minutes or hours or even days. Go to the rendering dropdown right here. Go to Render, and instead of Render Sequence, just click on Batch Render. Go to the right side and click this button way down here on the right. And this is going to show you the batch rendering happening. It might take a few moments for it to start. Just wait. And here it goes. And that's in real time, not speeding any of this up. In less than a minute, you'll have your image sequence that you could then assemble in your post-production software and just take a look at it, see if the motion is correct before committing to a much longer Arnold rendering. This is the rendering. I'm using ambient occlusion as the texturing for everything so I can render everything quicker. And this took 15 minutes to render. It's not the final one. It's the next stage of finalness, where I'm getting to see objects with the lighting and the shadows on it. 15 minutes for a non-final render versus less than a minute in order to see if everything I'm animating is correct. That's why I recommend using Hardware 2.0 for the renderer and doing a batch render to see your scene, to see the motion, make sure the timing looks correct, the camera angles are interesting for the shot, and then go back and do a longer render.